Hey. Hey guys. What's up? Are you ready for this top of the morning to you laddies? That's not it. How are you supposed to do that? How are you supposed to open yourself? Hey, I'm Carnation, and I have had a lot of people commenting saying that they want to hear a particular set of stories that'll happen within the same month. And it was a weird month in my life, honestly. So my parents often just leave without telling me. Like at some point I'll be like hanging out in the kitchen, they'll be like, oh yeah, did you know on Tuesday we're leaving the country? And I'm like, all right. So I have a lot of responsibilities coming up. For some reason, now that I'm like an actual adult, anytime they leave, my life becomes weirder. Like my life gets nuts. And these are two stories that happened when they went out of town. I'm just gonna do them in order. So I went to Kroger because my parents were gone and I needed food. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go buy a bunch of food and stock up and all this. So I was walking out, I had my big basket full of food. I had just put my last bag into my trunk and closed it up. And I was walking towards my door and all of a sudden, I don't know where he came from, but I just felt like a presence that was right behind me. Like I felt someone behind me and I got really uncomfortable because I was right next to my car. On the other side of me was another car and then the car wreck. And I felt someone just like right up behind me and I get to I'm getting closer to my door, but I don't want to open up my door with someone behind me. So I consider just continuing walking and then I feel something hit me in the back. Like I feel something like against my back. And this guy tells me to give him all my money. I reacted to this situation differently than I would expect myself to react to this situation. Instead of being like, yes, okay, whatever, like responding with fear or whatever, for some reason, something clicked in my brain that I responded with anger. I was mad, I was livid, all of a sudden, seeing red. Mad. And so I was just like, I have $5. And he was like, give them to me. And I was like, dude, that's not even worth this. No, I'm not gonna give you my $5. I'm not doing this. And this guy started getting like fucking panicked. He's like, what the fuck? What's going on? He's like sitting there and he's just like, give me your money. You have to give it to me. And I'm just like, no, kill me. I'd rather die. So this guy is sitting there and he has to deal with this girl that's like, do it. Kill me right now at a Kroger parking lot over $5. I want you to spend the rest of your goddamn life in prison over $5. And I was just mad. I was so angry. And I just kept being like, do it. And then at some point, he just like breaks down. He's sitting there and he's like, give me your money. And I just yelled, no! And he ran away. Like, okay, so a bunch of people have asked me why I didn't call the cops on him. He ran off, and whenever I get in states like that, whenever things like that happen, I left angry. Like, I left in like a blind rage, and I didn't think about it. I like almost blacked it out, essentially. Because I remember, that was at like 3 o'clock. I messaged Maggie at like 8 o'clock saying like, wait, I like almost got robbed today. Like, I couldn't connect it. And at that point, it was like, it's been like 4 hours. And that's the story of how I scared off a robber. Next story. This was a couple weeks after my parents went on 2 trips in 1 month. And I went to In-N-Out because I was super hungry, whatever. It was like the middle of the day as well. Both of these happened, it was just like broad daylight. So I went to In-N-Out, and I don't like to drive and eat, and I also don't like to wait until I get home and like have my food get cold. Like that's not worth it to me. So I went and parked in a parking spot, as I usually do whenever I go to In-N-Out. And I was sitting and eating a burger or fries or something. I might have just been watching a YouTube video at this point. I might already finish eating, whatever. This woman just opens my passenger door, and I didn't know that my passenger door was unlocked, but apparently she did, and she just opens it up and we make eye contact and she laughs for a second. I'm like, okay, this was a mistake. And then she's like, here we go, and just sits in my car. Ma'am, you can't sit in my car. Like, I don't know, I don't understand why, like, that's going on right now, but, like, you can't. This is my car. I'm gonna say, she did not speak English. This is about the time that I found that out. She spoke no English. And so I was like, hi, I can't be your car, I'm not your ride. And she would just stare at me and laugh and like nod. And for some reason, in comparison to the other story, that story I got angry. This story, I was actually like the scaredest I've ever been. Like, I don't know why this scared me so much more, but this woman just like wouldn't leave my car. What do I do? It took me literally 15 minutes of me just continually being like, no, I can't do it. Like, I got to a point where I was like, am I just gonna have to drive her somewhere? Am I a driver now? Am I gonna have to spend the rest of my day with this woman because I don't know what else to do? Like, is that where my day is going? I was so confused of what the hell to do here, and I didn't know what she wanted, and I didn't know where she wanted me to go, and she wouldn't really say anything. She'd just look at me and like nod and smile, and I was, this isn't your car. And at some point, I finally was able to be like, I didn't bring you here. And she finally, like, it clicked and she was like, okay, and just got out of my car and walked away. And like, I know I'd said that to her before. I know I'd continually said very similar things, trying to like get across the communication to her. And she's just like, one time she's like, all right. That, or she didn't understand me at all the whole time, and then at that point she was just like, you know, I'm tired of sitting here. Or she was literally doing it just to mess with me. I don't know, I have a lot of thoughts about that one. That one makes me uncomfortable for some reason. I'm more scared of that woman than I was with the guy. People keep asking me about my month of weird things. I have a lot more weird things, and I'm planning on doing more story time videos like this. That was a weird month. Thanks so much for watching, and if you want to see me on other stuff, I'll put them over here. This is it for us. So thank you guys so much for watching.